our top story. Jeremy.
Yeah, that's right, Marla. Early this afternoon, that 33-year-old teacher is expected to stand before a judge and give her plea to sex crime charges. Christy Sanchez Trujillo, who's been fired from Jimmy Carter Middle School, according to police, admitted she had sex with one of her students, a 13-year-old boy. Sanchez Trujillo, a social studies teacher at the time, is now facing rape charges.
Good evening. We have learned that another teacher at Jimmy Carter Mid School in Albuquerque is in trouble with the law. You might remember that's the West Side School where a teacher accused of having sex with a student was fired last month.
Now police say another teacher there chased down a 13-year-old student in the halls, throttled him, and roughed him up. Angry parents want to know why the teacher, who is facing criminal charges, is still on the job. News 13's Jessica Garate is in the Newsplex.
Jimmy Carter Mid School is back in the spotlight.
APS is investigating another teacher after students accused him of inappropriate comments and touching. It is the third teacher to get into trouble there this year. News 13's Jessica Garate is in the Newsplex with more.
My middle school education was a joke. It was not an educational time for me. I learned how to be a social butterfly and not a scholar. It wasn't until my 8th grade year where my language arts teacher briefly mentioned a high school, Amy Bill Charter College Prep High School. She only briefly mentioned it, but I dedicated the next 2 weeks of my life to researching it. I found that 97% of their students went on to college, and my future wasn't looking too bright. I knew I needed something to guide me, and Amy Bill seemed to be the perfect fit. With Amy Bill, I learned self-responsibility, I learned grit, I learned how to be a scholar, and I learned education became a huge part of my life, and it was something I loved. There are many ways that Amy Bill taught me to be a better student. One of the ways was through a service project every student at Amy Bill has to complete, where you do 100 or more hours to one service project related to something you're interested in. I did mine on a Troy L. Best collection with the Mammals Division located on UNM campus, where I chose to further my education. College was a huge accomplishment for myself and for my family. I thank my college to myself, my 8th grade self, and to Amy Bill High School. If it wasn't for both of those decisions, I wouldn't be where I am today.